Hey guys, what's up? For those of you that don't know me, my name is Crissanna, and if you're new here, then welcome, and if you're an oldie, welcome back. So guys, in today's video, we're going to be playing with a bunch of new Wet n Wild makeup. So I'm just going to pull everything out, show you guys what I got, and then we're going to put it on our face. So I got the new Wet n Wild Tinted Hydrators. So I got one in the shade Porcelain, and then I also got one in the shade Light. And I did purchase mine from Amazon, and both of these shades, you guys, were only $4. And then they did also have some darker shades that were $4 as well. So if you're going to get this tinted hydrator, I would recommend checking out Amazon first, because sometimes you can get some really good deals on there. Next up, I got the Wet n Wild Glass Corrector Primer. This is supposed to brighten its crystal-like skin, and it has vitamin C. Then I also got the new and famous Big Poppa Mascara. I've heard so many people raving about this. I'm really excited to try it because if you guys know, my top lashes are like non-existent. And then I also got the Call Me Sunshine eyeshadow palette. This is one that I do not have yet, and I'm really excited to try it out. I feel like these shades are just so like summery. So for the tinted hydrators, I am going to mix Porcelain and Light together just because I feel like neither one are like my perfect shade. So let's go ahead and first with the Glass Correct Primer. Scares me a little bit knowing that it is yellow, but I guess we shall see. So I'm just going to apply a little bit to the back of my hand, and I'm just going to use my fingers and apply this right in my T-zone. I don't know why, my face feels super greasy today, and I'm just going to take the rest and kind of just spread it throughout my face. My face has been really greasy, which is unusual, and it's been breaking out like excessively, which, okay, my skin's not perfect. I do get breakouts and stuff, but I feel like it's been really, really bad lately. And personally, for me, I am a big picker, and I just cannot help myself sometimes. And I know that is a habit that I need to stop doing. So for the glass primer, it kind of doesn't really do anything. It kind of just made my skin feel the same, maybe even a little bit more oily. So yeah, I don't really know yet. I'm going to have to kind of wear it throughout the day to see. So once again, I'm going to take the tinted hydrators and I'm going to mix both. So first I'm going to go in with the light shade. And I'm going to do about that much to start. Then I'm going to drop some of the Porcelain shade. So the Porcelain is very, very pinky. Like it has a really pink undertone. So I'm going to start out using my Equal Tools foundation brush. I'm kind of going to mix that in. Start applying it. So both of these shades are very, very pinky. So I'm kind of just pushing this into my skin. I'm not really rubbing. And I'm definitely going to need more. So it definitely does feel very hydrating, very dewy. So I don't really feel like it's covering up a crap ton. I definitely do feel like there's a layer of foundation on my skin, but it isn't really covering up. All right, guys, so there is the foundation. I don't think I'm going to add any more because I did add quite a bit. And I don't think I'm going to be able to cover anything up more than it already is. So I'm going to move on for concealer, and today I'm going to use my e.l.f. Camo Concealer because I feel like this is just so dewy. Like I just can't even deal with how dewy it is right now, and I don't want to use something that is hydrating. So let's kind of see how light this is. Yes, this is very light. So I am just going to take a little bit of the hydrating one in the shade Fair Beige, and then the 16-hour one was Fair Rose, just because that is too white. I'm going to take my Real Techniques sponge and just blend that in. Now, I did not get the new Wet n Wild concealer because I wasn't able to purchase it on Amazon, and that's where I got everything else, so I just decided not to get it. So I'm going to take my Maybelline Fit Me loose powder in the shade Fair Light. Let's kind of mattify this a little bit. So now that I've kind of set it down, it definitely looks a lot better. It's not so like wet and oily looking. Then I'm just going to take my CoverGirl Clean Fresh powder in the shade Light Pale. I'm just going to use this to set down the rest of my face. So I'm going to jump off camera and I'm going to do the rest of my face makeup, and then I'll be right back. Alright guys, let's move on for eyes now. So I'm going to take the e.l.f. Camo Concealer once again in the shade Fair Beige. I'm just going to use this to prime my lids. So I'm going to go back in with the Maybelline Fit Me powder, set my lids. So I'm first going to take this shade right here, like a peachy undertone, and I'm just going to start buffing this all around my lid. Then I'm going to go in with this shade right here. This is going to be my transitional shade, so I'm going to keep this a little above the crease. And for this, I am using a bigger Wet n Wild blending brush. Next up, I'm going to take this shade right here. For that, I'm using a Jessup Luxe Soft Definer brush. And I'm just going to bring this right through the crease. Not really worried about blending right now, so I'm just going to kind of mark out exactly where I want it. And then I'll kind of just lightly start blending that upwards. So far, these colors seem to be blending in pretty well. I've been loving all the new Wet n Wild palettes. I think they're so good. Next, I'm going to go in with the deepest matte shade. Maybe right from my outer corner. So I'm not going to bring that up too high. So that was one dip, you guys. Look how pigmented. Like, that is so pigmented. So I'm going to go back in with this shade right here. And I'm just going to pack some more of this right on the inner part of the crease. Just kind of meshing it in with that deeper brown shade. So I'm going to go back in with this yellow shade right here. Just make sure everything is nicely blended. Alright guys, let's go in for some shimmer now. I'm really debating on this yellow or this green right here. So let's first go in with the yellow. And I'm just going to put this right on the inner part of my lid. And then I'm going to take the green shimmer. Doesn't seem to be picking up at all. I'm actually not getting anything with the shade. I might have to get my brush wet. So I am going to get my brush wet. I'm just going to kind of dig into that green and then spray my brush. Okay, you guys, all that did was take the shadow off my eye. Wow, that is insane. So scratch that shade. I'm going to go ahead and grab this green shade right here on the bottom. Let's hope this one's a little bit better. Okay, this one's definitely picking up a lot better. I cannot believe that literally took the shadow right off my eye. So I'm going to go back in with my Jessup blending brush. This green right here in the middle is almost like stuck, you guys. Like, it is not budging. Oh my gosh, that was such a bad idea. So I'm going to go back in with that deep brown and try to blend this. Wow, you guys, I'm like really disappointed at this point with this palette. The matte seemed fine. The yellow shimmer seemed fine, but both of those green shimmers, they were like awful. And I think that one that we used first, that looked the prettiest, that was terrible. With any of the other Wet n Wild palettes that I've used this far, I've not had that much trouble. I actually did eye looks with them like fairly quickly. Like, I feel like this one took forever. Alright guys, so I will do mascara on my bottom lashes, but for the top, I am going to put falsies on because I just do not like my eyelashes without falsies. And I just feel like it makes the whole look complete. So I'm going to get off camera, do my false lashes, and then I'll come back. We'll try the mascara, and then we'll do the bottom waterline as well. Alright guys, so I'm going to go back into the palette, and I'm first going to grab the deeper brown shade. And then I'm going to take this shade right here. I'm just going to use this to smoke out that darker brown. I'm just going to take my NYX eyeliner pencil to tightline my top line. Take this shade for my inner corner and brow bone. That is very pretty, very brightening. It does have a yellow undertone. So now we're going to take the Big Poppa Mascara. I'm actually really excited to try this because I haven't ever really tried a Wet n Wild mascara that I thought was really, really good. But I absolutely love the packaging, how it is gold and black. What the wand looks like, it is almost kind of like an hourglass shape. It does seem very thick. It does not seem wet by any means. It actually seems very dry. But I'm going to go ahead and start applying on my bottom lashes. Yeah, I'm going to take it and kind of like bang it upside down. Just to kind of get the stuff moving around. So far for the first couple coats, that's really nice. So it is kind of clumping up a little bit. Yeah, my lashes are definitely starting to stick together. I really don't think that this is really good for separating, but not bad. I definitely gonna have to give this another shot and try it on my top lashes as well, because that's kind of the real tester, because my top lashes are very short and I know what mascaras make them look long and I know what mascaras don't. So I will have to give this another go. But you guys, that is everything for this video. For everything, I'm going to kind of tell you what I think about everything. So for the Tinted Hydrator, I would probably give this 7 out of 10 stars. I definitely recommend setting it down because I don't know, my skin was really weird and oily today, but after I set it down, it does look really good. And for being a tinted hydrator, when I think of a tinted hydrator, I think of something that is very like light coverage, but this definitely is light to medium and it's buildable. It didn't solely cover up my blemishes, but it did cover up the redness around them. So I would have to give this, like I said, 7 out of 10 stars. I will use it some more. I think this would be perfect for the summertime when you don't really want a heavy full coverage foundation. I think this would work really good. So for the Wet n Wild Glass Correct, I felt like this absolutely did nothing for my skin. It just kind of made me more oily. I'm gonna have to give this another go as well because I feel like, I don't know, it just didn't work for me. So I would have to give this probably 6 out of 10 stars as of right now because I felt like it really just didn't do much. It didn't make it look horrible, but it didn't do anything good either. For the Big Poppa Mascara, I would have to give this 8 out of 10 stars. Once again, I'm going to have to use it some more, but it did give me a lot of volume, but it just kind of clumped my lashes together. I could tell if I was to do another coat, my lashes are going to be super clumpy, but if you don't have a problem with your eyelashes clumping, I think this would work really well for you. And then for the palette, I'm going to give this 7 out of 10 stars. I think it has potential. It's just something I did was wrong. I shouldn't have wet my brush when I did that darker green color. Something I did was off. Other than that, I do absolutely love the color story of this. And I think it is a good palette. I absolutely love the mattes. I only did get to try 4 of the shimmer shades, so I can't solely base my decision off that. But yeah, again, 7 out of 10 stars. Love the color story. I think it's absolutely beautiful. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will give you a close-up. Yeah, if you guys like seeing videos like this one, please give this video a big thumbs up and please subscribe if you haven't already. And let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. If there's anything at all that you guys want to see next, let me know. So now I did go out and I did pick up the new e.l.f. Camo CC Cream. So I will be reviewing that on my channel as well as a few more other things. Like I have a lot of stuff in mind for my channel this month, you guys. So, but yeah, I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day and I'll see you next time.